In today's video, Barbara and I find some really interesting stuff, and some of it's pretty unique, especially at the last store today where we find some stuff that you have to see. Yeah, you have to see it. I'm telling you, I'm warning you, you have to see it. Okay, I'll come on inside the video and we'll show you everything that happened today. The first thing I spotted when I got to this store was this ceramic bowl with brass accents. It was really pretty. Well, I couldn't find a price on it, and then I opened up the bowl, and inside it said it was $6.99. I looked these up on eBay, and they're selling for $40. A few hours later, I saw this cute cat figure. It said 40th anniversary on his belly. It was made by Lennox. They were asking $5.99 for him, and he's reselling for $40 online. I walked to the back of the store where I saw this Drew Estates backpack. It said Barn Smoker on it. Now, I had never heard of these before. They were asking $7.99 for it, and on eBay, they're going for around $35. So I put it in my cart. I came over to their lamp section because I was really curious whether this lampshade actually came with this lamp. It was kind of hard to tell, but I kind of figured it wasn't, so I just headed to another aisle. Up on the top shelf, I saw this ceramic figure of Joseph. He was part of a nativity scene. They were asking $6.99 for him, and boy, was he really well made. I looked him up on eBay, and he was selling for around $40 to $45, so I had to have him. Well, the last thing I found at this store was this Disney Parks Ariel the Little Mermaid light-up dress set. They were asking $6.99 for it. When I looked up these on eBay, they're reselling for $35. Hey everybody, guess what? I just picked up Barbara, and she's going to come to the next store with us.
I sure am. I wouldn't miss it.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, well, hey, I really like that hat.
I do too.
Yeah, I should get myself one. Okay, guys, we'll meet you at the next store.
We'll see you there.
Well, the first thing I found at this store was this wolves figure. They were asking $4.99 for it. It was made by this company, Mills Creek, and they're kind of famous for these kind of designs. Well, I looked it up, and these are reselling for $25. The next thing I ran across was this animated and light-up Coca-Cola alarm clock. They wanted $7.99 for it, and I thought that was a great price. I looked these up on eBay, and they're going for between $35 and $40, and I really like this. This was definitely going home with me. I'm coming to see what you found.
I found something that has no cups, and that's always kind of exciting because I'll be the only one out there who's selling it. This looks like it's pottery, handmade.
It's pretty.
Very nicely done. They're asking only $4.99.
That's a good price.
I'll get to set my own price. This is Italian. No comps on this little bowl.
How much?
It's only asking $3.99.
You can't beat that.
I'll be able to set my price. A bag of kind of sweet nothings. You know, it's $7.99, but there's some good stuff in there.
Nah, it's not for me.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that. And the only other thing was a pair of brand new shoes, which we were just talking about, that shoes aren't always the best thrift. But these are soft leather. They're asking $9.99, and the comps on these are about $25.
Oh, okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. I left Barbara, and then I walked over to the toy section where I saw this Harry Potter Magical Sounds wand. They had it priced at $5.99. I looked these up, and people are asking and getting around $30 for them. I walked around for a while, but I wasn't finding anything else, so I figured that this was a good time to go see Barbara, and hopefully she found some interesting stuff. Okay, come on, let's go find her. Oh, I love your hat.
I'm just being silly today. But look what I found. These are 3 roasted chicken plates. They're made very well. They're $4.99, but green is the color of the day, so they're 50% off.
Wow, that's nice and they're pretty.
I'm going to take these, but I'm going to put this back on the shelf.
Okay, I think that's a good idea. I walked back over to the toy section where I saw the last thing that I was going to find at this store. It was this Florida Gators football cheerleader doll. They were asking $8.99 for it. Now, I thought that was a little bit high, but they go for around $30 online, so it went home with me. At the next store today, Barbara finds this really pretty lampshade, and I find these 2 very unique looking lamps. So I know you're going to want to see this stuff. So what are we waiting for? Let's get going. Well, the first thing I found at this third store was this wacky wobbler bozo figure. Now, it didn't have a price on it, but when I looked these up, they were selling for around $20 to $25. And when I went to get a price on it, they only charged me $3.99. Further down in the toy section, I saw this SpongeBob SquarePants plug-and-play TV game. Now, they wanted $9.99 for this, and I've never paid that high for these before, but they must have gone up in value because they're getting $30 for them. What's that?
Look at this. It's a hand-painted lampshade. It's done on slag glass.
It's very pretty.
Isn't that pretty? They're only asking $4.99.
And what do they go for?
I'm going to ask $40.
Wow, I think you'll get it. It's really pretty.
I've sold similar ones with smaller ones, but I love this one.
Okay, now I'm going to go look for lampshades.
I love it.
Not only did I find a lampshade, I found the whole lamp. It was this Baby Yoda lamp. It was marked at $7.99. I looked these up, and they're going for around $40. Plus, I thought it would be perfect in a kid's room, so it definitely went home with me. I saw another lamp. It was up on that top row. This one had a modern look to it. They were asking $7.99 for this also. I looked these up, and they're going for $35 to $40, and I just think this should be a fast seller. Okay, everybody, well, that's it for today. And how would I know that? Because I'm going to hit that off button up there in about 3 seconds. Ready? 1, 2, 3.